Have you ever wondered if your thoughts could be more than just simple brain reactions? What if every idea that pops into your mind is actually a divine message trying to guide you in the right direction? Maybe the answer to that deep question or the solution to a problem you're facing has already been sent by the universe. You just need to know how to listen. In this video, you'll discover how God might be communicating directly with you through your mind, using your own thoughts as a transmission channel. Stay with me until the end of this video to learn how to unlock these divine messages and elevate your spiritual connection. Who hasn't wished for a clear answer from the universe, right? The human brain is one of the most impressive wonders of the universe. With its infinite capacity for adaptation, it stands out as a dynamic organ, constantly transforming. Neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections, reflects the very essence of divine creation. Think about it. If the universe is in constant expansion, why would our brain be any different? With every experience, with every thought, it shapes itself, adjusting to the reality we create around us. This extraordinary ability to renew is what allows us to evolve. By observing this characteristic of the brain, we can see a glimpse of what many spiritual traditions have long taught. We are in a constant state of change and growth. Just as the quantum field responds to the vibrations we emit, the brain also responds to our choices and the environment we are in. It's as if we're in a cosmic dance, where each action, thought, or emotion creates new possibilities. And just like the universe, the brain is never static, always moving, adjusting to our vibrational frequency. Have you ever stopped to think about how these brain changes are deeply connected to your spiritual journey? Neuroplasticity, this phenomenon that allows the brain to change over time, is also a reflection of our ability to manifest a new reality. When we alter our thoughts and mental patterns, we literally restructure our minds and, as a result, our lives. This gives us incredible power over our destiny. What once seemed impossible suddenly becomes possible. That's why self-knowledge and the expansion of consciousness are so important. After all, if the brain can change, so can our energetic vibration. And, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to connect to a higher frequency, where spiritual healing and personal development become more accessible? Neuroplasticity is not just a fascinating scientific concept, but also a principle that deeply resonates. The brain's ability to adapt and change is directly aligned with the idea of spiritual growth. When we think about universal laws, such as the law of attraction, we understand that our thoughts and intentions shape our reality. Through neuroplasticity, the brain literally reorganizes itself to reflect this new vibration. Every positive thought we nurture, every new perspective we adopt, causes new neural connections to form, creating a mind more aligned with universal wisdom. What's even more interesting is how this idea of brain change connects to our spiritual journey. As we move forward on the path of self-knowledge and consciousness expansion, the brain responds, becoming more receptive to higher vibrational frequencies. It's as if we are tuning an instrument to capture the subtle melodies of the universe. From this, a deeper connection with the quantum field emerges, where our intentions are amplified and our manifestations become more powerful. The power to transform the mind isn't just mental, it's spiritual. And in truth, that's where the real miracle of neuroplasticity lies. The curious thing is that many spiritual traditions already knew this long before science named the phenomenon. When we talk about the renewal of the mind and spirit, as mentioned in sacred scriptures, we are essentially talking about neuroplasticity in action. Isn't it amazing to realize that what we call personal development is, in fact, a physical and spiritual restructuring happening within us? And it's this capacity for renewal that allows us to evolve in our spiritual journey. After all, how could we connect to the universe's higher vibrations if our minds remained stuck in old patterns? Are we ready to tap into this potential? The relationship between the brain and spirituality is mentioned in many sacred texts, especially when it comes to the renewal of the mind. The Bible, for instance, talks about not conforming to this world, but being transformed by the renewal of the mind. This shows us that spiritual transformation is deeply linked to our mental ability to change and evolve. The brain, through neuroplasticity, is not just a physical organ, but also a channel to connect with the divine. When we learn to renew our thoughts, we draw closer to the creative essence of the universe, as if we are tuning our minds to pick up divine messages that previously went unnoticed. This connection between the mind and spirituality is not merely symbolic. It is real. Many spiritual masters, such as Buddha and Jesus, taught the importance of changing our way of thinking to reach higher states of consciousness. This renewal of the mind, when combined with spiritual practice, allows us to access a new reality more aligned with our cosmic essence. It's as if the brain were an antenna, tuning into the energetic vibrations of the universe. And the more we adjust our thoughts and emotions, the stronger this connection becomes. Perhaps you've experienced moments where everything seemed to flow magically. Could it be that your brain was finally tuned to a higher frequency? The key to unlocking this connection is the conscious practice of renewing the mind, which can be done in various ways. Meditation, reading sacred texts, and even the simple practice of gratitude are ways to restructure the brain and raise our spiritual vibration. This leads to a greater understanding of the mysteries of the universe, revealing truths that were previously hidden. Isn't it fascinating how, by transforming our minds, we open doors to a deeper cosmic connection? And by doing so, we enter a state of expanded consciousness that allows us to see beyond physical reality, understanding that everything is interconnected in a great quantum field. Our choices and the environment we are immersed in play a crucial role in how our brains shape and how our spiritual journey unfolds. From the earliest moments of life, the environment surrounding us influences our perceptions and, consequently, the neural connections we form. What we often fail to realize is that these external influences also reverberate in our energetic field, altering our vibration. The way we deal with the world around us is, in fact, a direct reflection of how we allow these influences to penetrate our consciousness and shape our reality. After all, are we really choosing our influences or just reacting to them? When we talk about personal development and self-awareness, it's essential to understand that the brain and spirit are in constant dialogue with the environment. The choices we make daily, such as the content we consume, the people we associate with, and even the thoughts we cultivate, influence our vibrational frequency. For instance, when we choose to cultivate positive thoughts and attitudes, we are not only creating a higher energetic field, but also reorganizing our brain synapses to respond to this new reality. Just as a toxic environment can impact our mental health, it also affects our spirituality, diminishing our connection with the universe. True spiritual and cerebral freedom arises when we become aware of the power we have over these influences. Instead of being shaped by the environment, we can shape it according to the vibrations we choose to emit. This is the moment when we take the reins of our evolution, using our brain as a powerful tool to manifest a new reality more aligned with our spiritual desires. It's as if, by modifying the external environment, we are creating an atmosphere conducive to our cosmic connection blossoming. And this awareness leads us on a journey of spiritual awakening, where each choice becomes an opportunity to align mind, body, and spirit with the highest energies of the universe. The words we use have a profound impact on both our brain and our spirituality. It's no coincidence that many sacred texts, such as the Bible, mention the power of words and how they shape our reality. When we speak positive words, we are emitting a high vibration that resonates in the quantum field, strengthening our connection with the divine. On the other hand, negative words create energetic barriers, preventing us from receiving the cosmic messages available to us. Have you ever considered how many times your words might be shaping your aura and your ability to manifest what you desire? In addition to words, the emotions we carry also have a direct effect on our mind and energetic vibration. Emotions like love, gratitude, and joy raise the frequency of our energetic field, making it easier to connect with universal laws. Conversely, feelings like anger, fear, and sadness lower our frequency, hindering this connection. It's as if the brain were a receiver tuning in to the energy of the universe. Words and emotions act as the fine-tuning of this signal. Isn't it amazing to think that by changing the way we speak and feel, we can literally alter our reality and open the path to spiritual healing? Now, how can we apply this in practice in your daily life? A good exercise is to pay attention to the words you use when talking about yourself and the world around you. Replacing negative phrases with positive ones may seem simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to raise your vibration. And of course, combining this with the practice of elevated emotions, such as daily gratitude, can completely transform how you feel and connect with cosmic energies. Have you ever wondered how your life would be if you adopted more positive language and lighter emotions? Maybe it's time to try and see the difference it can make. The human brain is an incredible reflection of the divine capacity for regeneration and renewal. Just as we go through processes of spiritual growth, the brain also has the ability to adapt and evolve. Neuroplasticity is a physical expression of this transformative capacity, where new connections are made and old ones are undone. This reminds us that we are always in motion, always growing, both physically and spiritually. Every moment of reflection, every experience of self-awareness is an opportunity to rewrite our internal stories and align ourselves with the energetic vibration of the. What we often forget is that this journey of transformation is continuous and full of nuances. It's not just about grand moments of enlightenment, but also about the small choices we make daily. The spiritual path, just like the path of brain renewal, is made up of consistent steps. And even when it seems like we are not progressing, the brain is silently creating new connections, just as our soul is adjusting to the new energetic vibrations we choose to embrace. Have you noticed how, after difficult moments, the mind and spirit emerge stronger, more resilient? This is renewal in action, a constant process of healing and awakening. Ultimately, divine grace manifests in our ability to rebuild ourselves after each fall, after each obstacle we face. As the brain regenerates, it gives us a glimpse of the abundance of opportunities we have to start anew, whether in our mental, emotional, or spiritual lives. This journey is not linear, but rather an upward spiral, where each cycle of growth takes us to deeper levels of understanding and connection with universal wisdom. And as the brain adapts and strengthens, our ability to connect with cosmic energies and manifest our spiritual desires expands, creating a virtuous cycle of evolution. Now that you know how God may be communicating directly through your mind, the question is, what will you do with this information? Will you ignore these signs, or will you start paying more attention to the messages the universe is sending? Maybe this is the missing key for you to transform your life, raise your vibrational frequency, and manifest your desires more clearly. The truth is, cosmic connection is within your reach. You just need to become aware of it. So, what are you waiting for? Start applying this knowledge right now. Subscribe to the channel. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new content about spirituality and self-awareness. And don't forget to leave your like. Oh, and watch the next video that will appear on the screen to continue your journey of expanding consciousness. See you there, and thank you for being here with me today.